All right, now that you've got your picture loaded onto the page, we are going to make your words easier to see, and I'm going to show you how to place your first word. So you first are going to come over here to your layers, and you're going to click New Layer down at the bottom. So you want to create a new layer. This layer you're going to call black because we are going to fill it in with a complete black color. So we're going to come over here. We are going to get your paint bucket. We're going to put the color on black, and we are going to drop black over the entire thing. Now, the reason we're going to do this is it will make it much easier for you to place your lettering. So you will come back to your black layer, and where it says opacity, you will change it to somewhere about 30 to 50%, depending on your picture. In my case, I think Yoda will be easier to see somewhere around the 30% range. And again, it doesn't need to be perfect. So there you go. All right, the next thing I'm going to want to do is, again, you've already picked your words and you've picked your lyrics or whatever the case may be. In my case, I'm going to use do or do not. There is no try, which is Yoda's favorite saying. So I am going to place my first word. I am going to click on the text tool. I am going to go up here and I am going to find myself a thick text. So this Arial black, or actually impact, looks pretty good for me. So impact looks pretty good. I don't care about the size right now. Somewhere between 40 and 70 is fine. And you want 100% for the color to be white. This project only works if the color is white, because what's going to happen at the end of this project is you are going to tell the computer you want all of your white text to become transparent, and your image will show through at the end. So once again, you will pick your font size somewhere between 40 and 70 and make sure that the color is white. All right, and I would start with some of the bigger things first. So for example, on his arm here, I think is a good place to put the first word. So I'm going to figure that I could put do or do not across his arm. So I'm going to drag my text box across his arm. And again, I would suggest putting the caps lock on. Capital letters fill up more space. So do or do not. Okay, that looks pretty good, and that looks like it is about as long as his arm. Now, I'm not going to go on his fingers, and I will show that here in a second. So I'm going to make my text box a little bit smaller so it fits. And then I'm going to come up here and go ahead and click the check bar. Boom. I'm going to come over here and click the move tool. Boom. And once I do that, now I have the ability to move it. So again, this is where the artistry comes in. You are going to try to fit your word as best you can using just the move tool. It is always better to make your word a little bigger than what you need than a little smaller. So as you can see right now, it is a little bigger than his arm, and it goes onto his face, and it's a little bigger than his hand, and it goes a little bit out to his fingers, and now it's onto his ears. So by using just the move tool, you're going to place your word over the area that you need. And again, I would make it a little bit bigger.